Check, check. Check one, check two, check.
Hey everyone, it's Steve, your events guy, and I want to share with you about how important timing is for your event. I recently did a blog about the 20 most important things to do to make sure that your event is sold out, and I was asked to expand a little bit more about event timing. Timing is key to making sure that your event is sold out. So by the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of why timing is so important. It should only take a few minutes for me to get the message across, and if I've forgotten anything, please feel free to drop it down below, and please like and subscribe and make me feel good about myself. Now, the first thing to consider is your audience. We have to make sure that your audience can attend the event, so that you might find that if you're doing a B2B event, you might find that Monday to Friday is the best time to hold your event during the day. Or maybe if it's a B2C event, evenings and weekends. But whatever your sector is, you need to focus on when your audience can attend. It really is that simple. The other thing as well is to understand is, when can the work be done? I know as event planners, we have to be multitasking geniuses, but we still need to give ourselves enough time. So when you're thinking about your event, work backwards from there to give yourself a timeline to make sure that you have enough time to get everything in. And I know a lot of you are experienced already, some of you much more experienced than me, but if we don't do that, we can still fall on our faces, so make sure that we will do that well. Also, popular holiday times, bank holidays, school holidays, we can really come unstuck if we just don't check when those holidays are. I've come unstuck myself when school holidays have overlapped regions and governing bodies for those schools, and a load of people I wanted to attend to an event couldn't make it because they were still on school holidays. And I know that sounds really daft, but it really did mess up one of my business events that I was holding, and I missed out on a lot of people being there. So take my mistake and don't make it your own. Another one would be to consider weather, the timing of your weather. So I know it's not rocket science, but don't hold a barbecue in January. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So just look at the timing of your event and the weather. Do you need to take people outside? If you do, then that might affect your timing. And I know as events guys, you're gonna have a backup plan for weather anyway, but it's just plan your event accordingly according to weather. Think about competing event dates as well. We get an event season, if you like. So if you're planning a music festival, it's going to be a music festival season, isn't it? If you're planning a financial seminar and straight after the budget, it's going to be lots of financial seminars. So you're going to have to choose see what your competition are doing. And one of the things that we can do is we can just have a much better event than our competition. Better speakers, better topics, better venues. That could be a way to beat them, or we could try and avoid them. If we can't compete with them, maybe we just avoid that timing. There will be occasions when the event season will help you, and to hold your event there when everybody else is holding theirs will actually benefit you, especially if those people are having to travel to be in the area and they can be at that event in the afternoon and you put your event on the following morning. Sometimes that works really well. Another thing to consider would be disruptions with public transport. Especially in London, commuting times are an absolute mess. So just think about when you put your event on during the day, is it going to be in direct conflict to people commuting to get to where you want to go? Are there any planned strikes? We know that the transport people like to have a planned strike, or maybe planned maintenance on those routes as well. So just have a little look at those and see when they're available. Another one to consider is vendor and venue availability. I know you just seem to go across to my notes there. God, it's so unprofessional. But vendor and venue availability. You want a kick-ass event, and having the best vendors there to be able to serve your audience is key, remember, and to give them a great experience is super important. And to be in a kick-ass venue and to be able to deliver that is also really important. So make sure you book in plenty of time to make sure you get the best available venue and vendors. Now, any event that you go to, whether you're hosting a music gig or whether you're hosting a business event, it all comes down to who is presenting. Who are your speakers? Who is your entertainment? Who are those people? Timing is key again. Book them early. Get the best people available, because having a great venue with great vendors with mediocre speakers will still probably equal a mediocre turnout. People want to go and see the top people at your events, and so really plan effectively for them. So your audience is key. So in summary, guys, the things to really consider would be your audience. When can they go? What work needs to be done? Do you have the timings to do it? Popular holiday times, make sure that you keep those in mind. Make sure you work around them. The weather, disruptions to public transport, competing events, got to watch the competition, vendor and venue availability, and speaker and entertainment availability. So those for me are definitely things that I consider, and I'm sure I haven't got everything, because I know I sound like I know it all, but I don't. So feel free to drop in below anything that I've missed. Please feel free to share this and like and subscribe, and because I just love learning this stuff and sharing it with you all. So thanks a lot. Cheers.